This video was motivated by the tragic shooting of Charlie Kirk. While the event itself is deeply serious, my intention is to approach the subject with care and respect, avoiding political commentary and focusing instead on the broader implications. It's important to address difficult moments with thoughtfulness, and this piece aims to do so in a way that honors the gravity of the situation without inflaming division. We have enough of that. We certainly don't need any more. On September 10th, 2025, at the Utah Valley University, a single rifle round from 200 yards away silenced a voice that millions knew. Charlie Kirk was speaking, debating, engaging, and then he was gone. In the chaos that followed, if you think about what could have been, how much worse it could have been, maybe it wouldn't have been limited to just one senseless death. Maybe it made me think about the scene that could have been. And with that came the thought that communications is not just about words. It's about signals. It's about systems. It's about seconds. Tactical communications aren't a luxury. They are the difference between reaction and readiness on every level. We are so dependent on our normal operating systems, from me being in emergency services with our absolutely robust radio systems that are well established, to all of us in our everyday lives with the cell and internet infrastructure we rely on. But even the best systems can be overwhelmed when the threat is invisible, elevated, and ideological. This isn't about politics. It's about precision. It's about how we protect our lives and our loved ones when we are thrust into a situation and seconds matter. As you know, I've said it a million times, tactical communications are the spine of preparedness and security, whether you're on a personal security detail, coordinating a rescue effort, or you're the one navigating the fog of an all-out crisis. Charlie Kirk's death was a tragedy, but it also should have been and was a wake-up call for every team, every agency, every citizen who believes that preparedness and self-sufficiency is just part of being an American, and it starts now. So let's get into it. So the people that know me, my friends that I debate with sometimes are going to laugh seeing this because they know I'm somewhat of a history buff. And wars don't always start with armies. Sometimes it's just one guy. It's one bullet. It's one moment that rips history wide open. So if you think back at Franz Ferdinand, that was the bullet that broke Europe. Back then, 1914 in Sarajevo, a 19-year-old named Gavrilo Princip steps out of a sandwich shop. The Archduke's car stalls right in front of him, and then boom, 2 shots, and just like that, we got World War I. It wasn't just a murder, it was a match tossed into a powder keg of alliances, egos, and imperial ambition. Fast forward a little bit, we go to Rwanda. A plane falls, a nation burns. In 1994, the Rwandan president's plane is shot down. Within hours, machetes are swinging, neighbors turn on neighbors, genocide begins. This wasn't politics. It was a system collapse, and it started with one assassination. Look at Vietnam, the coup that nobody talks about. That was 1963. South Vietnam's president, Ngo Dinh Diem, is taken out in a coup. The U.S. knew about it, maybe even helped. After that, the war spiraled. Assassinations don't end wars. They mutate them. So why does all that matter? Guys, if you don't realize it, or if you haven't realized it, we're as close to war, or we're in a war, more than we've ever been before. We think that war starts with tanks, but it's often a single decision, a single death that flips the switch from tension to catastrophe. Assassinations are like cinematic jump cuts, sudden, jarring, and they change everything. History doesn't wait for permission. It just reacts. And sometimes all it takes is one bullet. Now, imagine you were there, not in 1914, not in Rwanda, but today or yesterday, at a rally, at a protest. and there's a flashpoint. An event takes place and something goes wrong. It's at moments like these, this is where your gear matters, assuming you have it with you. Your training absolutely matters, assuming you have invested in yourself and have gotten it. And as you know, I'm always saying establishing and maintaining comms is key. And it's usually the first thing to fail. And if your communication plan is trash, well, then at this point, you and your family and everybody you're there with, or what who you plan on linking up with, you're all flying blind. Getting deeper into this, guys, a real plan isn't just, oh, I'll call my buddy and hope that he answers. It's layered. It's practiced. It's redundant. We've talked about the pace stuff all the time. Your primary, whether it's your cell phone with the push to talk to app, maybe it's your backup, whether it's GMRS radios, MIR radios, even the best thing, having encryption radios. Your tertiary could be just sitting rally points, having analog, some sort of signals, protocols. The whole plan could be as analog backed up as it's getting stored on laminated cards. The difference between chaos and control is practice, because you're not going to rise to the occasion. You're going to fall to your level of preparation. In a crisis, the first casualty is clarity. Your comms plan is your lifeline. It's how you stay connected, make decisions, and avoid becoming part of the problem. History shows us all the time how fast things fall apart. Your comms plan, that's how you hold the line. History doesn't ask for permission. It just moves fast, brutal, and unforgiving. One bullet, one decision, one moment that rewires the world. And while we can't stop the chaos from starting, we can choose how we respond. I say all the time, don't react to a situation, respond to it. Not with panic, not with guesswork, but with clarity and precision. Because when history hits repeat, your lifeline isn't going to be luck. It should be the preparation that you've made. Guys, we're all navigating a lot right now. The country and honestly, the world is on edge. But I want you to use that tension the way that I do, as fuel. Let it push you to work that extra shift, stash a little more cash, grab that case of MREs, or finally pick up that radio you've been eyeing. Maybe this is the nudge you need to talk to your neighbor, bring them into your circle, and start the conversation. Hey, if something happens, what's your plan? You may be surprised at how many of your neighbors are actually on the same page that you are, and everybody's just afraid to initiate the conversation. It also may be time to sit down and sketch out that comm strategy, put it on paper and make it real. Or maybe it's even simpler than all of that. And it's, hey, I'm going to hit the gym one more day this week. Heck, even if it's just deciding to walk more, that's a win. Whatever the action is, let this moment be your motivation. I say that with certainty, because when the world feels unstable, preparation isn't paranoia. It should be what's expected. And with that, as always, until the next one, be safe.